the Beatles did drugs.
Right.
And so she wrote back and she said, well, you know, I don't really care about the drug abuse. All I care is that you made them come across as rude. And they would never be rude to a little girl. And so I thought, so that's why.
Yeah.
That's why that's why I want this book to be
because it's
out
truthful.
there.
It's a truthful book, and it should be read. I'm sure if I was a teenager, even as an adult, it's a very interesting book to read
Right.
if you love the Beatles.
Right. And
So-
you know, it seems like it's more people my age who are interested in this book than the younger generation.
generation.
But I think that it could be a wonderful kind of jumping off book for the generations to talk about their different idol worship and how that is simpler now.
How important a role did research play in writing your book?
Well, as I did the rewrite, I did a lot of researching just to make sure that everything was historically correct. I mean, this is fiction, but it's historic fiction. And I almost had to laugh because so much of what I had written was correct, was historically correct.
Yeah, and you had, I mean,
I
with
didn't
all-
really, yes.
No, I was going to say, with all the research you made, I mean, I don't know if anybody can see these, but there's, right on the cover here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, there's 15 pictures, plus a few more cutouts from the side.
Those are bubblegum trading cards.
Oh, was it really?
Oh, you bet.
See, I was already in the United States when the Beatles came. I was already married. I had my children, so I was not into the
My.
Open up here. Look at this one. That's a good one. I like that. There's another one. I just want to bring one more because that's kind of a the British and the more the look here and then the other ones. There's just so many of them. I mean, she's got a whole case load nearly.
And some of it from England because I had a pen pal who was in England, and she's in the
There
book,
we
as a
go.
matter of fact.
Okay, can you see that? This is incredible. I wonder how many people have as many pictures as you have.
One thing that they don't have, maybe,
Yeah.
if I can open my suitcase, is an original.
Oh, wow.
This is the very first magazine I ever got from my dad, as a matter of fact. And this is in the book, too.
It is in the book.
This
too?
is in the book.
Yeah.
And I wanted nothing more in the whole world than to have this Beatle magazine.
Oh, my
and
goodness,
here it
yeah.
is, and it's almost in perfect condition,
Yes, it is.
along with several others.
Thank you for sharing so much. This is really
Oh, this is
historical
so much
now.
fun.
It's a musical historical show right now.
Oh, good.
It is. What is the message in your book that you want readers to grasp? From this book here, How I Met the Beatles and How They Broke My Heart. What is the message?
Okay. I have it on page 2.
Ah, you wrote it down. Good.
Of what value is an idol since a man has carved it, or an image that teaches lies? For he who makes it trusts in his own creation. And that is Habakkuk 3:18.
Okay. So I guess you were born a journalist because of these kind of details. They were so important to you, and that's what made you, they say a child is basically developed by the time they're 7 years old.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell what they're going to be basically doing. Who is Impo, the fifth Beatle?
Impo, the fifth
Impo.
Beatle. Yes,
You
that's
mentioned
our little
Impo.
dog named Imp.
Okay.
And he is also in the book. There's a picture of him.
Okay.
Imp was a funny-looking little dog who had hair in his eyes just like the Beatles. And so we dubbed him Impo, the fifth Beatle. And I wrote him in the book later on. He did not live very long. He got hit by a car, and he was the best little dog that ever lived in the whole world. So this book is partly a
His
little
dog,
tribute to Impa, the fifth Beatle.
And I understand he was a little rascal too.
Oh, he
yeah,
was. He had absolutely the best little personality.
In what format is your book available, and where can the viewers find it?
It is available in all e-reader formats. It's available on Amazon.com.
Okay.
And if you go to my website, it will lead you to the various
Okay, let the
places
audience
where you
know
can
the
get
name
it.
of it.
Gardinoswrite.com.
Can you
And
spell?
it's Guardino. People don't get that U in there. Anyway, you can get it also from Amazon.com.
Okay, good.
And yeah, so
they
just
can find out a
either
bit
go
more
to
about you?
Amazon.com or to the e-reader, and you can find it. You can find it on Smashwords.
Good, good. So tell me something. Do you plan to write any other books?
Actually, I am in the middle of writing one, or at the beginning of writing one.
Okay.
Which would be another biography, but it's still a little bit too soon to
Okay.
go into what that one's about.
Okay.
But it is also a Christian book.
Barbara, do you have any final thoughts that you'd like to share today with our audience and our viewers?
Read
Yes.
my book and enjoy it, and have a hoot going down memory lane.
Yes.
And also realize that it does have a message, and the message is, who is it that you worship, and why. And this is, I hope, will be something that generations can share. This book here, and that they have that in common.
That's very, very important. And to see a book like you written through the eyes of a 12-year-old, and then as an
Right.
adult, the way you were able to change it, it's beautiful. Did you belong to any organizations or any organizations for authors that they should join that you would like to mention, or any special organizations that you belong to that has to do with promoting books or helping you to write a book?
Northwest Association of Book Publishers.
Okay.
Also, Oregon Christian Writers.
Okay.
And the American Christian Fiction Writers.
Very good. Thank you, Barbara, for being our guest today. And until the next Authors Forum, have a most inspiring week.